Okay, friends, welcome to Real Stories in Real Estate. And today we're talking about renewal shock. So, renewal shock is real. And here's how to not get blindsided. For the families doing everything right and still feeling the squeeze at renewal time, this episode is for you. So, you've been doing everything right. You've been paying your mortgage on time, you've been managing your finances, you're staying on top of things. And then the renewal letter comes and you feel like the floor dropped. The payment is higher, the rate is different, and nobody told you this was coming. That's renewal shock, and it's real and it is preventable. So here's what actually happens at renewal. At the end of your mortgage term, whether that's 2, 3, or 5 years, your lender sends you a renewal offer. Most people just sign it without even looking at it, without comparing, without asking a single question. Think about it this way. Imagine you walk into a hotel and you ask the best hotel in the city is. They're going to tell you to stay right where you are. Your lender does the exact same thing at renewal. They offer you a rate. They're banking on the fact that you won't look anywhere else. And statistically, they're usually right. Most people just sign it. What are you going to do? Just don't. Okay. So, what do you need to know about renewal? You're a free agent at renewal. You can change lenders, you can change products, you can change the terms. If you stay with the same lender, you typically don't have to requalify or pass the stress test or do an appraisal. And if you move to a new lender, you'll probably have to qualify again. That's not necessarily a reason to stay put, but it's something that is important for you to know. The rate in the letter they send you, it might not be their best offer. It almost never is actually their best offer. We review renewal letters all the time for free. And if it's a great rate, we'll tell you to sign it. And if you can do better, we'll show you what that looks like too. The self employed renewal challenge. So, for self employed clients, renewal can be particularly tricky. If your income picture has changed, if your business has grown or shifted, your qualifying options may look different than they did 5 years ago. This is exactly why we reach out to our clients 6 months before their renewal, not at renewal, but 6 months before. That window gives us time to look at your full picture, compare options, and put together a plan in place with no pressure. Waiting until that letter arrives is waiting way too long. And the fine print that nobody reads, everybody looks at the rate, right? But fixed versus variable. What about the penalties? What about the portability? What about collateral charges? Something we see particularly challenging for people lately is that they look at that payment and think it's so high, but it's usually based on the amortization you're at now. So, say that mortgage started at 25 years when you got it 5 years ago. Now it's a 20-year mortgage. So, the payments are higher. But if that cash flow is too painful for you, you can ask, can I have a 25-year amortization or a 30-year amortization? That will actually change your payments more, improve your cash flow more than changing the rate would. And so it's a very, very important question to have if you are looking at that payment and saying this is too high. These things matter enormously, and almost nobody understands them until they're paying for them. So some lenders have penalty structures that will cost you tens of thousands of dollars to break. Others are much more flexible. The interest rate is not the only number in the mortgage that we have to look at. It's not even always the most important one. We look at the whole picture, not just the rate alone. So, what I want you to be taking away from this episode today is put a reminder in your phone right now for 6 months before your renewal date. Or better yet, message us, tell us when your maturity date is, or you can go on your website or on our website at laframboisemortgage.ca, and you can just type in your information on your mortgage and we will track it and we will reach out and we will keep in touch and we will monitor for you with no charge to do this. And remember to, 6 months before, not at renewal, before. Contact us and get a second opinion on whatever your lender is offering you. It costs you nothing and it could save you thousands of dollars. Remember, the renewal shock is real, but it's also almost entirely avoidable. You've worked hard to be where you are. Make sure the biggest financial commitment of your life isn't working as hard as you are. Don't just sign it. Please call us first, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.